pray, we thank you for the many blessings you give us, Lord. Father, we thank you for the Son you gave for us, Lord. We just pray, Lord, you be the leaders of our nation, Father. May we put the right one that you'd have us to have in the White House, Lord. We just pray, Lord, you be with our city government, Father, that we'll carry on business, Father, in a way to be pleasing to you, Father. We ask you to give us where we fail you, Lord, in Christ's name. Amen.
And before we get started, due to the coronavirus issues that are out and a directive that was issued from the administrative office courts for meetings while all this is going on, the only thing that's going to be covered tonight is business items. There's no non-business items and no non-essential areas will be covered tonight. Just the essential business items will be covered tonight. And we'll try to get out here as soon as possible. Thank you.
We will start with the Assistant District Attorney.
Rachel Smith.
Yes, well, I'm speaking to that. Rachel Smith and Rusty Hulsey. They would like to address the council.
Thank you first for putting us on your agenda today. We have a program that we're trying to start in the district attorney's office. At the beginning of this year, we started talking about the need for a domestic violence and sexual assault investigator. And during the conversations in the office, we decided that that investigator needed to be a female. Dealing with domestic violence and sexual assault cases, we are mostly dealing with females and children who have been victimized, and it is our thoughts and what we've seen prosecuting these cases that children and females respond better to a female investigator. Our officers, our investigators are all, for the most part, are all male. There are only a couple of females in the county, and they do a great job. But as far as actually having people open up about intimate issues, that when they've been victimized, the females are able to get them to open up better because they're dealing with someone that's like them. And in prosecuting these cases, the DA's office feels that if we have one person that's handling all of these cases, there becomes a consistency and a conformity to how these cases are investigated. So we are asking you all today to pledge a 1-year fee of $2,500 to help us in getting the domestic violence and sexual assault investigator. The district attorney's office intends to cover all equipment and 50% of the income for us because she will be working for us. But we want to make that available to all municipalities and all areas of the counties. We will be covering Marion and Winston County because we are a 2-county circuit. So she'll be spread all over and will handle all the cases that are sexual in nature and any felony domestic violence case. And the felony domestic violence cases are when an intimate partner or a father, mother, child abuses or assaults another person. And it can be strangulation or serious physical injuries, or even where there's been so many convictions of domestic violence that it bumps it up to a felony. We have someone in mind. She has 10 years of law enforcement experience. She has a bachelor's in criminal justice and a master's in a community development area. So she has tons of experience and a lot of experience dealing with training in the sexual assault and dealing with kids and domestic violence issues. Thank y'all.
I mean, do we pay it just, I mean, do you want it like one just immediately, or?
That would be discussed after, if you decide to, pay the 2,500. It will be just for 1 year at this point. We will reevaluate it, if you decide to do this, we will reevaluate it in a year to see, to make sure she's done what she's supposed to do and y'all are happy. And then at that point, if we want to go further into, another year or more years, then we would discuss that. But this is just.
To other municipalities too, it's not
Yes,
just.
and we have gone to we're going to all the municipalities and the county commissions to discuss this with them also, and we've gotten good positive results so far of the need for this. So. But Mr. Slatton would get with y'all about how he would need that money.
Yeah, because I know, like Tom just said, Taylorville and Winfield, there's several that are really, they're big, I mean, they're in favor of it as well. I know Joey and Austin have spoken to me about it, and they're in favor of it as well. Thank you.
Do y'all have any questions?
Yeah.
Y'all got it, I'm good.
I'd like to just ask, is the 2,500 per city, or is it being done by population?
It is, the municipalities are asked to pay $2,500 or to give $2,500. The county commissions have been asked for more because they're bigger. They cover more area, I guess, than
I think
municipalities.
Haleville, you're talking, what, 5 times bigger than Bear Creek? So it stands to reason she's going to spend her time in Haleville a whole lot more than she would in the Bear Creek area.
And it's just, we're doing $2,500 for each municipality, and then the counties will be bigger. Or a larger amount.
I'd like to make immediate consideration. Go ahead, do our part on this. But I think this area definitely needs one, and we want to be a part of it.
I'll second his immediate consideration.
All in favor?
Let's go ahead and make the motion to do our part in this with the 2,500, give it Scott, and see how it needs to be done, if one lump sum or whatever, what we need.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you. Now we'll start with the minutes from the previous meeting.
Members present for the meeting were Mayor Henry Robankler, James Preston, Pete Heatherly, Chris Gillum, James Logan was absent. The mayor called a quorum president, called the meeting to order. The minutes from the last meeting were read. James Preston approved them as read. Pete Heatherly second. All in favor, yes, except Chris Gillum abstained. James Preston made a motion to pay all bills as listed for the accounts. Heath Heatherly second, all yes. James Preston made a motion for immediate consideration to purchase a lawnmower from Cox Farm Supply in the amount of $5,900. Chris Gillum second motion, all in except James Logan was absent. James Preston made a motion to purchase a lawnmower from Cox Farm Supply in the amount of $5,900. Heath Heatherly second motion, all yes except James Logan was absent. Heath Heatherly made a motion for immediate consideration to purchase a 2001 Caterpillar 430D backhoe from the city of Muscle Shoals in the amount of $22,500. James Preston second the motion, all yes except James Logan, absent. Heath Heatherly made a motion to purchase a 2001 Caterpillar 430D backhoe from the city of Muscle Shoals in the amount of $22,500. James Preston second the motion, all yes except James Logan, absent. Chris Gillum made a motion to post about the hire of a water department manager. Heath Heatherly second the motion, all yes. James Preston made a motion in immediate consideration to hire Rob Taylor to work part-time with the water department. His pay will be $18 per hour. Chris Gillum second motion, all yes. James Preston made a motion to hire Rob Taylor to work part-time with the water department. His pay will be $18 per hour. Chris Gillum second, all yes. James Preston made a motion in immediate consideration to hire Chris Hyde to work with the water department. His pay will be $17 per hour. Chris Gillum second, all yes. James Preston made a motion to hire Chris Hyde to work for the water department. His pay will be $17 per hour. Chris Gillum second, all yes. Chris Gillum made a motion for the mayor to sign the Miller building contract. James Preston second, all yes. Chris Gillum made a motion to not allow any outside vendors to sell food of any kind in the campground. James Preston second the motion, all yes. James Preston made a motion to dissolve any Bear Creek Park and Rec Board motion. Motion did not get a second, motion died. James Preston made a motion to adjourn, Chris Gillum second, all yes.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as read.
I'll second.
All in favor? Next will be, and I'll run through those briefly because I know we're trying to keep down the time spent in public venue. Account. Here they are. Account balances. The available balance in the Bear Creek Water Works account, $20,321.67. Available balance in the Twin Forks Campground account is $2,512.98. Available funds in the Bear Creek General Fund account is $46,941.48. Available funds in the Municipal Court account, $17,843.21. Available funds in the Police and Fire Fund account, $993.51. Available funds in the rental account is $19,877.24. Available funds in the Fire Department tax account, $6,265.66. Available funds in the street repair account, $7,670.20. Available funds in the street and road repair, the available funds is $2,143.50. Available funds in the Bear Creek Fire Department 3-meal tax account is $57,342.02. Available funds in the Bear Creek Fire Department account, $16,207.67. Available funds in the Town of Bear Creek Transportation Rehabilitation account. That's amount. $3,430.91. Available funds in the Bear Creek Park and Rec account is $6,694.77. Available funds in the Police Officers Fund account, $436.02. Available funds in the Municipal Share account is $2,737.96. Available funds in the Town of Bear Creek Savings account is $2,210.91. Next on the agenda is the bills that are due. The water department bills that are due.
The software and data, that's our software, the billing software for the water department. You pay $630 a year, so it's time for it to be paid.
Okay. So do we have the total on that?
Yeah, $6,154.70.
Okay. So that's for the webpage.
That's all the bills. It's $630 yearly support.
Okay. So the yearly support for the softline data is $630.
That's where we enter, where people pay. We put their account number in, we print bills, all that.
That's the software,
Yeah.
billing software for the water department. So total bills that are due for the water department is $6,954.70. Bills due for the park and rec is $225, and that's for basis. Bills that are due for the town is $3,737.63. And that is it.
I make a motion to pay these bills.
I'll second.
All in favor? None opposed. Next on the agenda will be the current situation concerning the COVID-19 virus or the coronavirus, proposing a plan of action for our employees, citizens, and community. And as you see, first we'll start with from the email that we received from the Supreme Court of Alabama. It's in reference to the COVID-19 pandemic emergency response administrative order, and that was as of Friday. That was close of business Friday evening. That administrative order suspending all in-person court proceedings for the next 30 days. And what it's stating is that everything has been, we can no longer.
There will be no municipal court tomorrow.
Yeah.
We canceled it till May 19th, till May 19th. Also, we have, we're supposed to have driving school the 30th of this month, and we're going to have to cancel it as well.
And I would probably say that stands council meetings, so I don't know, it was council meetings.
It needs to be case by case, but the directive issued.
I would say
Pretty
that's
much
right.
just do what you gotta do, the essential stuff for right now. And you meeting by meeting.
Well, I mean, yeah, because I mean, we've got everything covered for this month, but, so we just have to just see how things go from this point on, and just probably back and forth and see how it goes. I know that Rob, we received an email also from a lady
EMA director.
on a meeting on March the 24th at 2 p.m. at the Marion County Health Department, trying to put together an operations plan with this stuff, and I know everybody's aware of the schools, that they went ahead and let the schools out until April the 6th.
We don't know if they'll go back then, is what they said. Our
So-
next council meeting would be April 6th, so,
We got 3 weeks,
see.
get time to make a decision.
Yeah, so we didn't have another meeting this month anyway, so I mean, there's some, we can look at this, and it talks about here, there's 10 steps to successful continuity of operations plan, and it's educating ourselves and the public on what's going on, and trying to keep everybody from panicking, and there's a lot of that going on right now. And I seen that today. I talked to 2 doctors in Florence, and the best advice that they gave me was to tell everybody. I know there's everybody saying, I'm not going to let this virus keep me at home, but they said that was the reason for letting school out, was to keep your children home, because if you don't keep, if you don't limit who goes out, instead of going out on a family outing, send one person out. Both doctors, and they were not with the same, I went to 2 different places, and both said, you should send one adult out to do the shopping, don't go out as a group, because there is, it is here. We know that we have confirmed cases in Alabama, and even though we don't have any in the North Alabama area as of yet, to my knowledge, it's still, we know that we do have confirmed cases in Alabama, and it's not anything to scare people with, but it's not supposed to be spring vacation. That wasn't why they let school out. It's something that we're supposed to take seriously, and to protect ourselves and our children and our families, so we can, I know everybody's concerned about the seniors and stuff, I am as well, and if we want to be able to get life back to normal, then we need to respect this time and do what we're supposed to do. And if you feel sick, I was also told today that most doctor's offices are not gonna, they're gonna see well patients, but they're setting up clinics that if you have symptoms and stuff, that you're gonna have to go to these certain clinics that you'll be tested, and it's mostly like flu symptoms and stuff. So it's not just you're coming in, and you're gonna have the seasonal allergies and stuff, but they said that you'll definitely know the difference, that it's not your typical sneezing and just the seasonal allergies and stuff, but it is something that everybody needs to be aware of. And there's nothing wrong with stocking up with stuff, but like one doctor said, one man bought 17 gallons of milk. And, then there was a lady behind him that had a 3-year-old toddler, so everything needs to be done in moderation. It's something, like you said, everybody just needs to do things within a reasonable span of thinking and not go crazy, where everybody is able to get what they need, and remember that there are children out there that need things more than we do. We as adults can survive a lot better than the children can. I mean, infants and toddlers, they have to have stuff way long. We can go a lot longer than they can without food. So we need to, and our seniors, the elderly and stuff. So those are the people that we need to be concerned about. And that's why, it's something to be taken seriously, but not to panic over. And so, as Ron, I don't see, where is Ron?
He had to run back home.
Okay, I was going to say, as we get into this and we know more about it, then we'll be able to, and like I said, they're just learning. This is new to everybody. I don't know anybody that knows a lot about it. But as we learn about it, we'll be able to share more about it. But there's really not a lot of knowledge, and no one really knows how to treat it at this point. But they are saying, stay home. Stay home. You don't have to be in a bubble. Just try to be smart and
What I read up on is try to eliminate as much person-to-person contact as you can. Try to eliminate being around as many people as possible. It's impossible to cut it all the way out.
Right.
But if you cut some of it out, it helps, and that's my understanding.
And that was one of the things that I was going to address with the council tonight about as far as contact coming in, using the Dropbox to, what you don't do. I know as far as contact with people coming in and out, interacting, how do we continue to, I know, open the doors, do we use the Dropbox? I know, I don't know how, I know some municipalities, I've heard, they are trying to encourage people to use the Dropbox, more,
No, on the door if they're sick.
Yes, you can. You can do
Is
that.
it legal to do that?
Encourage everybody to use Dropbox.
Which one?
Yes, that's what I was saying.
which Jamie would still, of course, be there.
Yeah.
I would start off by encouraging people to use it and see what happens.
Or just put a sign up, like if you are sick, if you've got flu-like symptoms, maybe, just use the Dropbox or something like that.
Stay out, if you do come in City Hall, just to pay your bill, whatever, get your business done and leave,
Right.
not hang around for a while.
Well, I would say this.
We had an instance like Friday, someone came in and they couldn't talk and they were handing me money and the whole family has the flu and I was like, oh Lord. So Melissa was actually come by and so she had that Lysol and we was spraying the doors, everything else, the money, everything else. So people are getting out sick and it's like, stay home.
I would put up a sign to try to encourage everybody to use Dropbox, whether you're sick or not.
Right.
To cut down on contact.
Yeah, I think it's gonna get a lot worse before it gets better. Jefferson County, which has nothing to do with us, but starting in the morning, they putting out, Health Department's putting out some very stiff regulations is on the news right before we come down here. And, they're saying no vote meetings over 25 people, but Chester County's the worst of it right now. But, I mean, it's pretty stiff. You've seen a lot of plants shut down, a lot of industries shutting down. Not around here, but, eventually, I hope it don't. I expect it to be here too, because I'm just Fort Knox.
I think a lot of us just using common sense.
Right, and that's what he said, you know. people-
You know, we ought to be checking on elderly people. If you live beside an elderly person, they can't get out and go to the grocery store. Most of them ain't even got toilet paper extra. But, you know, they'd be still getting around them, but they're the ones more susceptible to be able to get the disease. Them and small children, but just check on your neighbors. See if you can go get them anything, because half of them can't get out.
Council meetings, any meeting town has, it just needs to be limited. We've done, to be honest, we've been down here too long now. You know, we need to just take care of the basic business and go on.
That was the directive that I've asked out to y'all, is pretty much say, handle essential business and get out.
Personally, I don't have nothing to back this up with, but I think you'll send a directive to the state to make a lot of changes in their meetings until this gets over with.
Right, I think so too.
Well, that's, when you go get time, read that whole thing, that's what it talks about.
So I think it's, we just have to do the best we can. Everybody's have to take care of themselves. Us as a town, as a city council, as a town, there's not a lot we can do with this, And everybody's have to take care of their own.
Right, and that's, and
that's just it.
We can share it, through social media and stuff, but that's about the only way that we can share it. But, I've had people ask me, and that's basically it. We have the opportunity on the 24th to go to that meeting, and the literature and stuff that we received through email through the state, and that's pretty much it. And because nobody really knows much about it at this point.
Don't know where we're going.
Right. So. And everybody just needs to be really cautious and be really careful. All right, and next on the agenda is moving the meeting back to the municipal building.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. What do y'all think about that, Ken?
I'm good with it. Pretty easy on Jamie, I know that.
Well, she got records there if the question come up. Yeah, I'd like to make a motion to move the meeting back to the municipal building.
That's a mouthful too, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll say.
All in favor?
Well, that's that T-bone stuff, they use that system.
No, she's not here. That would,
Oh.
he said because of.
That was part of the non-essential.
The non-essential because of the order that we received. that We have to get in and out.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/49 County News TV.